Hello, and welcome to another wonderful Wired Wednesday. My name is Ashley, and this is Google Photos. First and foremost, what is Google Photos? Google Photos is a cloud-based photo software that is offered by Google. So if you have a Gmail account, you have a Google account. You just log in to your Google account, same as your Gmail, same password and everything, and you can go into Google Photos. Google Photos allows you to store photos. So you can either have them stored off your phone. If you have the Photos app on your phone and it's an Android phone, it'll back it up to Google Photos. You can have it do that. You can upload photos yourself to Google Photos if you like to add photos and that kind of thing. And it gives you some storage as well that comes with the account. And then once you go over that storage, you can actually pay for more storage. But the great thing is that you can actually access this anywhere. So if you are, say somewhere else and you're on a different device or different computer, all you have to do is log into Google to access your photos. So it's a really great way to store your photos and, to keep them safe, instead of being on a computer possibly where something could get corrupted or something like that. The cloud-based option is really great. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to log into Google. So if you just type in google.ca, up here you'll see that I have an A here, so I'm already signed in. A is for Ashley. And if it isn't, you'll see a sign in button there. Just hit sign in and then you can log in. So you're going to log in with your Gmail account, which is your Google account. So it's your email address and your password. That's how you're going to log in. And then if you go over here, the apps are all here in these little dots. So you're going to just click here and then you're going to go down to Photos, which is just right here under Drive. So you just Drive here is Photos here. So click that and it'll open up. If you're on a phone, it'll do something similar to this. As well. You can go in that way, or you might actually already have Google Photos on your device. So if you have like an Android device, you might actually have one that says Photos that's a Google one as well. So you can actually go in through that way and it'll show up like this. All right, so these are some photos I've just put in here just to kind of give you an example. So what you see here is you have your areas. So for example, these were from today that I've uploaded. These ones here, so I already had dates on these ones from my other account. So you can see here, I took this one Friday, November 12th, Wednesday, November 3rd, Friday, September 10th, etc. So you can see here that these are all the photos I have here. So now if you want to upload a photo, for example, you can hit upload up here and you're going to hit this here and you can do it from your computer or from your Google Drive. So your computer, you just basically go and find the files. Like for example, if I hit computer, it's going to pop up here, and if I'm in downloads, you can see these are my downloads here, and that's where I've kept those photos I've uploaded, so they would be here, and I would just pick one. So let me just pick one here to upload. I'll just do one from last week that I did. So and I'm going to hit open now, and you'll see it. It'll go up here at the bottom. It's showing you, and then there you are. So now it says it's uploaded. So once this refreshes, there's that photo there I just uploaded, and it's telling me the date I took it. So if on your device, if you have it set up so it tells you when the photo was taken, then you'll actually see it here in that sense. So like, for example, the one that says today, I didn't take that photo today, but it grabbed it from my phone. And I guess at the time when I took it, I didn't have the dates on. So that's why it says today on there. But the rest of them, you'll be able to see where they are. So you can do many things with this. So like I said, you can upload from the drive as well. So if you hit upload and then go to Google Drive, it'll open your Google Drive. So if you have anything in your Google Drive, you can actually just grab it out of there as well. It gives you an option to do that because you might have, say, photos maybe from like a hard drive or something that you've dumped into your Google Drive and then you want to put them into the photos. You can do that as well. There's lots of things you can do there. And then your settings are just up here, so we can just hit those. You can see here that it gives you an option for original quality or storage saver. So keep in mind that you only have so much space to be able to do that. So there's 15 gigabytes of space that you get for free from Google, which is pretty great actually. Other companies only offer 5 gigs maybe depending on the company and things like that. So they're giving you quite a bit of storage here. Keep in mind that that's the storage for your drive and for your photos. So see here you can choose from original quality photos. So basically the photos with the original quality. So if they're a really big photo, for example, as in it was taken with like a DSLR or something and it's a really big size, you can keep that, but it's going to take up some more space. So you can either choose to have the original quality or you can do the storage saver, which means it's a slightly reduced quality. It's not going to take up as much space and you can do that as well. And then you can manage storage. So if you go to manage storage, you can actually buy storage. So I'll just show you that as well. So you can see you can go to get more storage and get started. So it's showing you here what you have for Google Photos. what you have for your Drive and your Gmail and everything. But it's still 15 gigabytes between all of that. It's still quite a bit, actually. And then you can see here where it shows you here, you can review and delete large photos, blurry photos, and it kind of just puts them in there for you so you can see it, and if you need to delete things, you can. You can clean up your Gmail and Drive here as well. It gives you an option to do that, so that's something you can do as well. And then I'm just going to hit settings again. And then you can see here, so where it says get more storage, you can actually get more storage and buy storage if you'd like to do so. They have different price plans, so depending on what you're looking to do. I actually purchased a storage plan because my family all uses it, so we can kind of all throw our things in together and that kind of thing too. So it makes it easier for my family. So you can see partner sharing, so you can automatically share photos with a partner if you'd like to do that. So like, for example, my spouse, I could actually have us so we both can see the photos that each other's taking and things like that. We can automatically share the photos and do that as well. There's suggestions, so you can manage suggestions you see, like fixing sideways photos. So what they'll do is they'll actually give you recommendations of how to actually fix something. So if it is, if it looks kind of fuzzy, or if it's a weird, like a weird tilt on the photo, it'll give recommended things that you can do with that as well. Group similar faces. So for example, in my personal Google account, my family is set up and it's actually recognized their faces now. So I've had so many photos in that it recognizes my spouse's face, it recognizes my niece's face, my mom's face, my dad's face, my dog's face even. So Copper has his own file of folder of photos as well in my own personal account. So you can do that as well. So it'll kind of pop up and say, is this the right person? Because sometimes people look different. As a child, you look different as an adult. But it can kind of, most of the time, detect it. It's actually pretty impressive. Memories. So what you see in your memories here. So what they'll do is they'll send you memories from each year. So for example, I got a memory yesterday that was a picture I took 7 years ago on that exact date. And they'll send it to you as well. And it pops up on your phone or in your photos as well and gives you those things. It also makes collages for you too of events and things like that. It'll some photos it'll pick out and make like a 3D photo of it. It's pretty neat that way too. So these are just things that it does. It's a pretty smart piece of software, so to speak. It's a cloud, like I said, it's cloud based, but it's pretty smart. So you can actually order prints as well. So for those of you who are worried about ordering photos and things, and they don't really know how to do that anymore, they offer this on here. You can also order photo books if you'd like to do that. That's what I did recently. I ordered a photo book for my mother-in-law. And sent it to her, and you can actually do that, and you can put the photos in and things like that, and move it around and things, and put it the way you want to. You can it says draft reminder emails. So if you have print drafts you've created, you can do that. Browser notifications, so you can receive browser notifications on the desktop of the computer if that's something. If you're using a computer for this and that's what you want to use, then you can do that as well. You can export your data as well, so you can make a copy of your photos, videos. Which you can use with the service outside of Google, or you can keep it as an additional backup. So there's options there for you too. If you drop that down, you can see here, you can hit backup and you can back up your stuff that way. And you can back it up to a different thing. So you have it, the more places that you have something, the better it is for you, just because, if something happens, then, you have everything. And then your data in Google Photos, so you can see how they keep your photos and videos safe, and then your activity log as well, they do that. So that's that part of the Google Photos. You can see here under suggestions, it's just showing you what they're going to suggest for you. And once again, you can turn all this off. So if you don't want any suggestions of any kind, you can do that as well. And then, so now if we go over to the other side here, you can see here that we have, you can search your photos as well. So if you're searching, you could search by like a name of a person if you already have people in there and it's recognizing people. You can actually, add people's names and so on and so forth. You can search for photos of a specific person if you'd like to do that. So if you hit photos here, you can see these are the photos I have. You can hit explore as well. So I don't have anything right now in there as well, but it's saying check back soon. Organizing your photos can be, so you can find them faster. So I don't have very many photos right now, but if I do it, this will look a bit different. Sharing, I can share photos and things with people. So albums and conversations that have been shared with me, I can do that as well. Photo books as well. So like I said, you can order a photo book if you'd like to do so. You basically, once you have all your photos in, you can pick your photos out, you can make your photo book. It's pretty easy. And then you can have it sent to whomever or sent to yourself. So favorites, so if you have any favorites, this is where this will come up. I don't have any favorites right now. Albums, so I also don't have albums right now, but I can create an album. So we're going to go up here to create album, or you can go down here to create album. It works either way. So you're going to hit create album. It's going to pop up here, and you're going to add a title. So I'm going to call it Copper. And I'm going to add photos. So I can select my photos of Copper. So here I am selecting this one. Copper's in this one as well, so I'm going to put him in there. Then there's a picture of Copper and myself down here. My spouse and Copper here, and then Copper here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take all of those. I'm going to hit done. And then if you want to select them from your computer, you can actually select one from your computer as well. Just hit select computer. It'll pop up. You can choose the file folder that you have it in, and then you can do it that way as well. Just going to hit done. And as you can see here, that I now have a Copper album. And then if you go across here, you can order photos. So you hit order photos. You can select the photos that you want to order, and you can order prints that way. You can add more photos. You can even share these photos. So if you hit the share button, for example, you can invite someone to look at the album. So you type in an email address. They can't go into anything else in your photos except for this specific album that you're allowing them to do. You could send a Facebook invite. Someone from Facebook can have them come over and take a look. But they can't get into anything else other than this exact thing that you're basically sending to them. Same thing goes for a photo. If you were to share a photo with somebody, just one photo, for example, they can only see that one photo if you share it as a link. You can set it as an actual physical photo as well. There's different ways of doing that. And then we have the three dots here. So if you want to download them all, for example, you can download them all from a whole album onto your computer if that's something you want to do. You can edit the album. There's an album cover. You can actually set an album cover here. So say if I wanted to pick one of the photos, I'll pick this one here. Done. And then that'll be the album cover for that as well. So I'm just going to hit this back button here. And there we go. So you can see here I have under albums now, I have the album of Copper, and there's this smiling face. So if you go here under utilities, it's just showing you can create new movies, animation, collages. So you can move, you can archive photos, you can back up photos from your computer, and you can add a partner account. So if you have a spouse or somebody you'd like to add on, you can definitely do that as well. Archive, you can send things to archive as well. You can clear the clutter and you can archive them. And then trash. So you can always delete photos that you don't want. As well, and that's an option. So say, for example, I go back up here to photos, and say there's a photo here I don't want anymore. So I'm going to just click on this photo here. I don't really need it anymore. It's just a meme I have. And then you just hit up here. You can see it says delete, and there's a trash can. You hit delete. It's talking here about removing the photos and things. So you may need to review these changes on sync devices. So it's going to remove the photos from your Google account. So I got it. So that's good. So got it. And then we're going to move to trash. And it'll be in the trash bin. So if we go on down to the bottom here, you can see here this is trash. And there it is there. So in conclusion, Google Photos is actually a really great way to store your photos. It's cloud-based. You can access it from anywhere. You can share it with loved ones. You can create photo books. You can order photos. Just all around great app to use. Have a great day.